In order to display background imagery in the records section, you will need to download imagery within base data or capture a snapshot of the desired map layers using the Create Field-Specific Image button within the Maps section. Starting with no imagery for this field, we will first download imagery from the Base Data section within Setup. Go to Setup, then Base Data. Notice the tabs at the top provide different options for handling imagery. We can download field imagery, import a georeferenced projected image, or manage imagery. To download an image of our field, click on the Download Field Imagery tab. Then, navigate to the field for which you want to download the imagery. Next, go to the pull-down menu on the right side of the screen and select the source of imagery. We will use the SST image server, which pulls in NAPE imagery. With the image source selected, we will then choose a resolution setting for the image. The higher the resolution of the image, that is, the more crisp and sharp the image is, the lower the number of the meter resolution. If the image resolution is 8 meters, each image pixel will represent 8 meters. In a 1 meter resolution image, each pixel will represent 1 meter. The trade-off comes with the file size of the image. A file size of an 8 meter image will be significantly smaller than a 1 meter resolution image. So keep that in mind if you are downloading images over a slow internet connection. We will look at a comparison of the two resolutions when we return to the records section. The percentage of field boundary setting states at what percent the image will be clipped. At 150%, the image will be clipped at 150% the size of the field boundary. If you increase this setting to, say, 300%, it will include more image area. With the image source and resolution set, click Get Imagery. Depending on the speed of your internet connection and the number of images you are downloading, acquiring the images may take several minutes. Once the images have been downloaded, they will appear under the field. You can preview the image by clicking on the image and then Preview Selected Item. Returning to the Records section, we now have two images within our image pane. One image has a 1 meter resolution and the other an 8 meter. Let's zoom in on this 1 meter resolution image until it starts to pixelate. In other words, where we can start to distinguish the individual pixels. What is meant by 1 meter resolution is that each one of these square pixels represents 1 meter. Now, look at what happens when we switch over to the 8 meter resolution, where 1 pixel represents 8 meters. Immediately, the loss of quality is seen. If we zoom out to field level, the 8 meter imagery becomes a little more tolerable, and the characteristics such as field boundaries can somewhat be distinguished. However, it is still not near as crisp as when we switch to our 1 meter resolution. Fortunately, we are starting to see sub-meter georeferenced imagery become available, which is really helpful for digitizing precise areas.